We got so much done this week. Check out our progress and thanks for your support watching our videos.
I think I figured out the tank situation. So I think what we'll do is right here will be, this will be the new black tank. We just have to get a new one. But if there's a wall right here for the bathroom, I think that gives us enough room to punch a hole through the tank so that the toilet drains right into the black tank. So black tank will be in the center, and then the gray tank, oh, it's getting long. So then if this is still the bathroom area, there's a wall here, we can punch into the black tank right there, and then the shower pan can be right in this area. And then all I have to do is just, I'm pretty sure I can route the shower anywhere I want, because it's just shower water or like water from the sink. But then I think I will have the tanks for the gray water in the back. And I think we do 2 tanks on both sides, and then I'll drill a hole between both of them, and then that way they'll equalize so it's not just on one side. I think we figured it out. I think we did. I think I got it.
This step is really hard. So Bobby's grinding off all the dirt and dust and grime so that those beams will accept fresh waterproof paint. But even wearing a heavy-duty mask, it just gets into your lungs, and it is definitely a dirty job, but so worth it for doing a really good job for setting a really good foundation for a home. After Bobby did an awesome job welding and fixing up some of those outriggers, I did some finishing touches cleaning up, and then I started on painting. And I've said it before, this is like acrobatic painting. I had to keep that wooden board with me and kind of kneel on it or lean on it because there weren't a lot of spots to stand on. Anyway, got everything all painted, and this section is looking good. I worked really hard on an Australian accent all day to be like, crikey, the airstream is giving birth. But that's all I got. I'm not really good at accents, so that's the little piece you get. So Bobby put this big piece of plywood here from the inside, and then he's going to trace the part that overhangs to the outside. He's going to trace that and then take it into the garage and cut it off. So he kind of used that as a template, and this is the part where raising the trailer would have been so much easier, but this is the method that we use this time, and this is how we're putting on a new floor. I was doing some really intense research. Like how you stood up to get to look at the TV. We're gonna start wiring the trailer here pretty soon, and I trust Bobby because he is a really good researcher. He'll figure it out. So this is to help the subfloor be weather
This is my
resistant.
first experience removing rivets, and they are little buggers. They stick to the drill bit, and you have to pry them off, and even the time lapse took a while. But we're just removing the wall here to get rid of old insulation in case there was any mold or anything, so that we can put fresh new insulation and nicer looking walls on. But yeah, I know there's more rivets in our future.
All right, so if you can see, so here is the top section of the subfloor. Super hard to get off. I don't know if you can see, but right here and right there, there were 2 screws holding this board in place, and I slice it down the middle. My goal was just to keep it intact as much as possible. You can see that curve right there, because I'm going to use these boards as my template for cutting out the new piece of subsection or subfloor. That was super difficult to do. I had to use the Sawzall hammer, the crowbar, everything that I could think of to pull that thing out, and it was super difficult, but now I know how to do it. So the other pieces though will be much easier because they're just rectangles. I love rectangles. It's probably the only rectangle shaped thing in an Airstream is the floor. So now that we have this out, we're gonna cut out the new piece. I'm gonna try to rip out this second piece, and then there'll really only be one more piece of subfloor that we have to take out. Ignore all that. I have to organize all my tools, but the subfloor is hard. I understand now why when people do all these restorations, they take the entire shell off of the off the trailer frame. It just makes getting to all these so much easier. And if I were to do this again, because I was completely against it, I did not want to take the shell off. But if I were to do this again, I would definitely take the shell off, just to have an easier time accessing the subfloor. Oh, that was so difficult to do. It probably took, I mean, I have a time lapse, but it took a good hour just to rip out this top one. And that was after spending a whole day just removing all the bolts that hold down the subfloor to the frame. So, oh, it took a long time, but we'll have proof that we replaced the subfloor. I mean, that's the important part. It's crazy looking at Airstreams that are for sale online, and they say it was a partial renovation or restoration. They don't mention anything about the floors, but I don't know why you'd go through the effort of making the inside super cute, but then you have rusty outriggers on the trailer frame. So it's important if you are restoring an Airstream trailer, you have to go down to the subfloor, you have to go down to the frame and inspect it, take care of all the rust wherever you can. And actually, we're putting a we're gonna do the freshwater tank up here, so I'm gonna have to weld in some more angle iron just to give that tank some more support. It's gonna be a 30-gallon tank, so roughly, I think it was, oh, sorry, it's cold. I think roughly 200 and, I did the math. Can't do math on a live vlog, but I think it was like 280 pounds for the water, fresh water. So anyways, that is what we did today. We will try to keep making more of these videos and explaining what we're doing, but we're so new to this, so we're just learning as we do.